your criteria for giving. Because my next question was going to be, are you a reflexive giver? Do you give when someone asks, or are you a proactive giver? And when I say you're a proactive giver, are you mindful? Do you actually have a development plan that you think of, I'm going to give to these 3 causes this year? Tell me about what is your criteria.
I actually have a criteria that I came up with. It's very scientific.
That must be the physics major in you.
Yes. I've always, I feel obligated to give. I think it's because I am from a large family, 12. I'm an immigrant from a third world country. I'm a woman, and I'm a black person. I'm a black woman. And I've always felt like I needed to give back and give back to the community that gave me so much. And that's why my brother started the Lazarus Foundation. But the things I'm passionate about are education, women's causes, anything to empower women, and community work. So doing things in the community, you got to give back to the community. So those 3 things. So that's the criteria. And my son and 16-year-old son and 12-year-old daughter, they influence, where I give as well. So if it meets the criteria, then, I believe in the 3 T's. You got to give time, talent, and treasure. So if it's education, I'm giving time, talent, and treasure. Women's cause, time, talent, treasure. Working in the community, I do adult literacy training in the community, so time, talent, treasure. So that's, if you look at the boards I belong to, that's the kind of things I do. So I support the things that I believe in those 3 different ways. So, and it's not like I give a lot. I don't have a lot of time, I don't have a lot of talent, and I don't have a lot of treasure, but as long as you're giving, and so I have, 5 or 6 organizations that I give to every year, and then there'll be some that, come up and you want to support it, and you meet new friends and you want to support them. So I'll do that as well.
Great. Elsa, what research do you do on a charity before you are willing to donate to it?
I agree with Annie in a lot what she says and why I give, but as a finance person, I always say, I invest with what I know, and that's my same concept of who I give. I give to organizations that I know well and that I truly support their mission and what they're doing, and that my funding can really help make a difference. And so those are kind of my criteria, and of course I obviously look at, just to make sure the organization is, but that all comes with knowing the organization, knowing the executive director, knowing the people that are actually on the ground making a difference. And for me, that's all I need, really. So I don't need to see their 990s. Obviously, if I know the people and I know that they're good and what they're doing is fantastic, then that's my motto, really.
And I'll give to organizations similarly the same way, but I also look, when it's reflective giving, what is the organization going to do with the money?
Yeah.
Are they going to put it to administrative costs? Well, no, I'm not going to give to them.
Right.
So there are certain organizations that I feel are really important to me, the university being one of them. I give to public TV, public radio, because I feel that that's education, important to spread those words, and then healthcare types of organizations, cancer fund, that sort of thing, things that are important to myself and my family.
Mm-hmm. And Joan, I was actually going to ask you, because we know that you and your husband are both very involved here at the university, how do you make your philanthropic decisions? Do you make them jointly with Paul, or do you do some of your own?
Yes, we make them jointly, and we've sat down and put a plan together, a legacy plan of what we want to do.